Hi guys! Today I am here to talk about a brand I recently discovered and kind of developed a little bit of a crush on. So the brand that I am speaking about is Make Beauty. They sent me some products. I'd never heard of them until now. I checked them out, of course, before I agreed to receive product from them, and what I found just totally impressed me. Mainly their branding, and it's just very like artsy and almost avant-garde. I loved that about it. Plus, they make their products in the United States. They never test on animals. I believe all their products are paraben-free, if not most of them. And then 10% of their proceeds, they donate to their own foundation called the We See Beauty Foundation, which is a women-led, worker-owned, cooperative business type foundation. So I'll put more details on that foundation below, but I love that there is the charitable angle there. From what I found, it looks like they collaborate with a lot of artists and designers, so it really just gives this collection very much a more upscale, kind of artsy feel, and it's something I haven't really seen before. Their stuff does not remind me of anything, which I think is saying a lot with how many beauty brands we have and different aesthetics out there. So let's go through the products they sent me. I'm gonna tell you my feelings on each product and if I think that it's worth you checking out or not. And I am wearing all of the products they sent, so I'll put the details of what I'm wearing below as well. So if you're curious about Make Beauty, keep watching. If you're not curious about it, stop watching, because that's what this video is going to be about. Okay, so don't mind me looking down. I have detailed notes I've taken about these products. So the first product that I noticed in the box that looked super intriguing was this. This is called their Moonlight Primer, and it's black. The liquid itself does come out that way. I'll show you. I thought maybe it was just the packaging. It does come out dark, but then it rubs in and there is no color cast left over. So the Moonlight Primer is a foundation primer, and it has some ingredients to help shield from HEV and infrared light. I'm not sure what HEV light is. And it also does have algae in it. So this I found to be a very nice primer. It's very soothing. It did not irritate my skin. However, it is a $55 price point, and I do think for $55, it certainly didn't blow me away or do anything any other primer I've tried has not done. It's got a very lightweight feel, so if you have oily skin, you might like it, but it does not have silicone that slip to it. So if you're looking for a pore minimizing primer, the Moonlight Primer is not going to really do that for you. So yeah, very interesting packaging. I love the frosted bottle. I love the fact that it's a black liquid in there, but yeah, like I said, for $55, I do think there are some better primers out there than this one. Alright, so here is another product that I loved the packaging of immediately. This is their Lash and Brow Gel. This is a $25 price point. I love the square packaging. I am all about squares and geometrics, so I love that they have their brow gel in a packaging like this. Their mascara is also in packaging this way. So this is a clear brow gel. You can also use it on your lashes. Cool thing is that it has panthenol and hydrolyzed collagen, so it does have some lash and brow nourishing ingredients. So it's nice to know that when you're setting your eyebrows into place, you're also putting some nutrients back into them. I do like this. I have it on right now. It doesn't leave my brows crunchy or stiff, but it really does hold them into place. I've been applying this before brow powder, and I actually really like that. I used to do it after, and I don't know, I like applying brow powder over this product, so I would recommend this. $25 I would say is pretty consistent with a lot of brow gels, so yeah, I like this non-sticky crunchy eyebrows. Alright, so the Make Compact products look like this. So they've got their logo taking up the whole surface. I really like their logo. It's a very modern font. This is their Solstice Bronzer in the color Warm No. 1, and it's got a really cool pattern on it. Again, I was attracted to the geometrics in that. And this bronzer retails for $30, so I'd say a pretty average price point for a bronzer. It has primarily matte colors, and then there's two little shimmer sections. So when you swirl it all together, you get a minimally shimmery bronzer. I think you still can use this sort of in a contouring fashion. It's pretty light. I have it on, but they do have a warm 2 and 3. So if you're darker than me, there is a color palette that is deeper than this by 2 shades. So do I like this? Well, I'm not a huge bronzer person. I never have been. It doesn't mean I don't like bronzer. I just don't use it a lot on myself. If I'm going to contour, I use a contour powder. If I want to bronze up my face, I don't know. I just don't do that. But I do like it. I like it a lot. A lot of bronzers, I seem to have an issue with them making my skin itchy, which could be red dye. I did not have that issue with this. I think it adds a nice little kiss of color without looking orange or dirty. So yeah, I do like this. However, I'm not the greatest person to ask for bronzer opinions from because I'm not a bronzer girl. Powder products. I will show you another item. When I pulled it out, I was just like, this is so cool. So check this out. This is their Expert Veil Face Brush number 13. It is a black goat hair kabuki style brush. And the handle is like a little black cube. It almost looks like it's constantly like on display, and I would want to display it. It's really awesome, unique looking brush. So I really like this a lot. The cut of these bristles are kind of graduated on the sides. So they come to somewhat of a point, which is nice because you can get under the hollows of your cheeks, but you can also use it sideways to just sweep color onto. I applied that Solstice bronzer with this and I loved it for that. It's also nice for cheek color or maybe even setting powder. The bristles are extremely soft. I don't have any complaints about this brush. I really, really like it. And I think that the short little squatty handle actually makes this really user-friendly. I've been, for some reason, doing like a figure 8 when I apply bronzer with this brush. I don't know why that made me do it, but I'm really enjoying using this brush. This brush's price point, gosh, that's a hard thing to say. This is $42. I do think this is high quality, and if you take care of it, it is worth $42. Plus, it's just like a little art piece. Put this in a museum. Okay, so here's another product. This is a face product. This is their Skin Illuminator. This has a, I don't know what to call this. It's a click pen. That's what I was trying to say. So you push the bottom of it to push the product up through, and then I'll show you. It comes out fed through the brush like this. It's a pretty shimmery, almost glittery highlighter. I do see some pretty large chunks in there, so it's not the most finely ground liquid highlighter I've used. I like it. I love myself a good highlight, but I do think it might have a bit too much glitter particles for some people, especially if you are concerned about accentuating texture. Those larger particles may not do you any favors. It is very pretty, like I said, but I do think there are better liquid highlighters out there. I like that it comes through the brush. That's nice for like precise application. But again, it's just a little too shimmery, I think, for a lot of people. So I would say, while I think it's okay, the Skin Illuminator was not one of my favorites. Okay, so before we exit the face products, let's talk about one of my favorite things in this collection, which is this Custom Effects Matte Dew. So what this is a compact with two different balms, I would say. This one's going to mattify your skin and minimize pores. This one is going to add a sheen or a non or subtly shimmery highlight. Like, there's hardly any shimmer particles in this. It's just that really pretty, like, wet looking highlight, and I love it. I have this on the tops of my cheekbones, above the brow bone, and I really like the idea of a glossy highlight that isn't just like shimmery particles. So the Custom Effects Matte Dewy Duo retails for $27, and I think that is a really good price point because what this is doing is kind of changing the appearance of existing products. So you can mattify areas of your face. If you're finding your foundation is just a little too dewy, you can add some dewiness back in with this side, which I love most. So I think this is a really unique product. It does have a very slight rose scent to it, so just keep that in mind. But I think this was one of my top picks. I think this is really interesting for changing the way your makeup looks and giving your face more dimension by kind of doing the mattifying in the T-zone maybe, and then adding that dewiness on the high points of your face. Alright, so one of the items was so unique. I haven't really seen this from any other brand, and it's kind of like they knew me because I love highlight. I love my face to look borderline wet, and this is called Face Gloss. It's in a tube just like a lip gloss, and it is a clear balm, almost like it is a clear lip gloss consistency, and it's kind of sticky, I will say. And so what this is a non-shimmery clear highlight, but I'll put some on and you can tell if you like a really wet looking highlight, this is what you want. So this is a clear gloss that's just going to add some extra reflective quality to your face. If you can see that when I turn my face a little bit. You know, it is sticky, so I would use it sparingly. I think you could probably use this as an eye gloss. There's a really cool image on their website where I feel like they have used this as an eye gloss, which is kind of impractical. That's going to crease, but it looks super cool and editorial. So let's see. It says to use over foundation, or you can use it on its own. So if you have super great skin, which I don't, you can just use this all by itself. So let's see, price point on the face gloss is $25. So while I do like this, I think there are really no other products like this. It might just be clear lip gloss. So if you're looking for this effect just for a night out or a photo shoot or something, you could probably get by with a clear lip gloss and not spend $25 on this, but I do really like it. I think it is hygienically packaged, so I like that it's a tube, and yeah, I think it does what it says. It gives you a really cool glossy glow to your cheekbones. Okay, we're gonna move on to some eye products now. So this is their glitter eyeshadow in the color Alabaster. Now, the name on this is a little misleading. I mean, it is a nice shimmery shadow, but I wouldn't call it a glitter shadow. I don't really see any glitter particles in this at all, so I think the name's a little bit confusing on these, but it is a nice shadow. It's pretty finely milled. I didn't have any troubles with this, like, feeling chalky or not blending out. The price point on this single eyeshadow, though, is $25. I do think that's too high. For a single eyeshadow pan, and while it is a decent size, $25 is pretty high, and it's not really a glitter eyeshadow. Though you can use these wet and it will be more metallic, it isn't really what it says it is, and I think that you could definitely find a nice shimmery ivory shadow for $25 or less elsewhere. Alright, moving on to some more eye products. So I was super excited to see this little glass jar with a cream shadow in it. This is called their Molten Shadow. And Molten Shadow just sounds cool. It sounds like a volcano. And this is the color Bronze. And the color is what I have on the kind of center part of my lid. So they look very moussey in here. They're not going to fall out. It's not really cream. It really does feel more like a whipped type consistency. And so the Molten Shadow retails for $26. It's almost like a bouncy quality. I've been looking for cream shadows that are cruelty free and in these metallic tones, and they only have two other colors besides Bronze, which are Pewter and Mud. So this is what Bronze looks like swatched. It is definitely a khaki gold color. I wanted this to be more copper, and it's truly like an antique gold, I would say. And it looks like the color Mud would be worse because it's described as a green gold, I think, and then Pewter is obviously more of like a platinum color. However, these wear really nice. I like them a lot. They don't tend to crease, and they have good color payoff. So I really do like the Molten Shadows. I just wish there were more colors, particularly a copper one, and I'm getting this all over my hands. I don't know what I did. So we're gonna pause for me to clean myself up. All right, moving on to some eye products. Here's one of Make Beauty's collaborative projects. So they collaborated with designer Faye Too Good, and this is the New Medieval collection palette, and this is really cool. I love the square shape of this, and what is in here is 4 matte eyeshadows in, you know, blue navy tones, and then 4 matte lip colors. I am actually wearing these two here, which are Putty and Nude. Then you've got, what are these other ones called? Rust and Magma. I have an itch, sorry. Magma looks like a gorgeous reddish orange, which is like my favorite color for summer. Cannot wait to wear that one. These apply really nice with the Make lip brush that they sent. So this is their Expert Lip Brush number 9. And sorry I'm getting sidetracked, but let's just look at it. This is a very triangular lip brush, and I was surprised at how easy it was to use. Like, I thought this is just a lip brush. I've used tons of these. How is this any different? But this lip brush was really awesome, and it's one of my favorite ones I've used lately. The lip brush, I'm just gonna itch that spot with it. The lip, I told you guys I'm a mess today. Let me just, it looks like I'm smoking a cigarette or something. Let me just smoke this lip brush. I don't know how much it is. Do you guys care? I'll put it below. I'm sorry. Okay, wait. $22. $22 for the lip brush, and I really like it, and I think it's worth it. Moving on. Okay, back to the Medieval palette. So there is a true black. The black I have on the outer corner. There is a charcoal gray, there is a navy blue, and a cobalt blue. I have the navy and cobalt on my lower lash line, and I really like it. The cobalt especially is one of the most brightly pigmented cobalt blue matte shadows I've seen, and it is hard. For some reason, I don't know why. It's hard to do a great matte navy and a matte blue. So there's something about the pigments of those colors that must be hard to make in a truly pigmented matte shadow, and I'd say they nailed it. The packaging is probably going to get dirty. It did have this little plastic shield I probably should put back over the lip products, because as you can maybe tell, they're already kind of getting a little bit of the shadow fallout on them. So you probably want to hold on to that plastic piece to keep these clean. But I think this is a super cool, very like edgy and trendy color palette. Let's see, what does this retail for? $40. So that's a pretty good value, I'd say. These are all full-size pans in this. Now I'm sticking my finger. Lord help us all, but mainly me today. So that is the Fade Too Good collection for Make, the new Medieval palette. I do like this a lot. I would recommend it. The artwork on this is beautiful, and I want to keep it and frame it because it's really cool, and I love how the colors in this artwork here are what you see inside of the palette. Alright, so we've got 3 more products. They are all in the lip category, so let's get to talking about them. So Make's lipsticks are another completely awesome packaging design that I've not seen before. They are a square, like black lacquer, but then look at the lip bullet itself. Have you ever seen anything like this? Like, it looks like a little building or like a gemstone almost. It's got the M for Make, I almost said embalmed. Engraved? Embossed on the bullet itself. This is a matte color, and this is called Scarlet, and this is a really pretty, almost watermelon red. So it's not like a blue-based red. It's definitely more of an orange-based red, which again, right up my alley. So their matte lipsticks, they don't feel great on, I will say. They are pretty draggy, and they don't wear so well. I feel like they get that weird ring inside your lips quite quickly after applying. So I don't really love the formula of these lipsticks. I love the packaging a lot more than I love the formula. But the price point on their matte lipsticks are $25, and I do think there are better $25 matte lipsticks out there. Although I love this color, I'm probably going to try to make it work just because I love this scarlet color. The packaging design of the bullet does make it easier to apply because it's got this sharp edge, so you can really like almost use it as a lip liner. So that's smart, and I do like what they were going for with these, but I think the matte formula is just too matte, too drying, and not as long wearing as it could be. So I have on top of my lips right now their Luminous lip gloss, and this is also in the square packaging, so I love that. I can't seem to figure out what the color is here. It says CT45607, so I'm not sure what this is. It does not have shimmer in it, which I like. It's hard to find lip glosses that don't have a lot of shimmer. And they have an hourglass shaped doe foot applicator, which I think is really cool and different. They smell very, very fresh, like peppermint. There's no other scent in here. It's just a really nice, pleasant peppermint scent. It reminds me a lot of the OCC lip tars. So I really like this. I think it's a really nice, non-sticky, nice and minty lip gloss. Price point on the Luminous lip gloss, $25. I think it's nice. I think if you have trouble with stickiness or not liking the scent of things, you can't really go wrong with just a nice, you know, pepperminty lip gloss with very pretty packaging. So yeah, I would say I recommend this. I do like it. All right, and this last product here is still in its packaging. This is their Super Matte Lip Pencil, and before I opened it, I thought it was a lip color, but really what this is kind of a transformer. So let me read it to you while I struggle to open it. It is the ultimate lip adjuster. This transformative lip pencil instantly reduces the shine of cream or satin finish lipsticks and makes even the most matte lipstick super matte. So you're just supposed to apply this directly over your lipstick to transform it. So this is pretty cool. Smashbox apparently has a similar product out like this. Couldn't figure out how to open that. I think, yeah, you twist it off. So it looks like it's got like an apricot color to it, but it's actually clear. And let me blot the lip gloss off and we'll try this. Lipstick on and we'll put it over. It feels nice and it's not too dry. And I don't have my contacts in, so I can't even see what I'm doing. So let me inspect this. Yeah, really mattified that. That's pretty cool. This is the first time I'm trying this, and it really did instantly mattify my lips. It took away any shine that was left over, and it works. Doesn't have any scent to it that I can pick up. Price point on this dude is $23, which I always kind of think is worth it if it's able to take existing products you have and change them or get more wear out of them. So I think this is really cool and worth $23. So I, as a whole, recommend I recommend you check them out. I will put their website below. And as always, I thank you guys for watching my video and sitting through this little bit of a hot mess review. I will see you guys in my next video, and I have lots of new stuff to review for you guys. So make sure to check back. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.